Welcome, everyone. It is finally time. Oxygen not included now has a Prehistoric Planet Pack. Clay announced just a couple of weeks ago that they were releasing a new DLC. All of your favorite duplicants and welcoming some little dino critters as part of their release. Some new biomes, asteroid disaster that we're going to have to avoid. Very excited by this. I absolutely love Oxygen Not Included. According to Steam here, I have just under 1,800 hours in the game. Absolutely addicted to this. Play it all the time. Would love to get a new series here started. So we're going to be exploring the Prehistoric Planet Pack together and diving in and seeing what it's got to offer. So let's kick off a new game. Let's go ahead and go with survival. I do like the spaced out asteroid style, but we are going to focus on more of the Prehistoric Planet Pack. So let's see what we got here to work with. Relic Miner. Radiated Forest Asteroid with Sandy Swamp, Tundra, Marshy, Regolith, some story traits here. Let's roll this a couple times. Look for something that looks pretty good. More geysers and vents than usual. I don't mind that. Be careful of the frozen core. Swamp Asteroid. Preference. I should have stuck with the geoactive there, metal poor, irregular oil. Not sure what that's about. That I want volcanoes on kind of the main planet. Taking that first roll would have been much better. A little too difficult. There we go. I like this. Let's look at our story traits. I don't think we need to play with any of these. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Just not, they're not my thing. I do like them under certain conditions, just not right now. So let's get into it. Infusing oxygen. It's been a minute since I have started a whole nother colony, so this could get very interesting. Our focuses here. We're going to do builder, we're going to do digger, and I'm going to stick with my researcher kind of option there. Let's see what we get here. Building, digging, researching. Ugly Cryer's not too bad. Doing a whole lot of cooking. I want to go for something a little bit better. Increased science, floral scent building. Let me see if I can find somebody with. Yuck. Definitely not destructive. All right. That's a good start. Here, decreased machinery. This could be a digger. I'm all right with that. I'll use him for some other stuff. Let's see what we got here. A sun, 4 research, 3 creativity. That'll be helpful. Early on, I do like to use my researchers to double as the only duplicant that can do some decorating, right? Because we're going to restrict those guys to masterworks. And quarantined tunnel. Probably need a better name for this. Let's go with the prehistoric crater. Ooh, meteor. Meteor it is. Sparkle Streaker, Stricker Bomber, Binge Eater, Krugly Crier. I'm all right with these. I'm all right with them. So let's get started and see what happens. We might do very well. We might crash and burn. There we go. Didn't click it hard enough. All right. My collision monitoring system has detected an imminent threat to our survival. A huge impact asteroid is hurtling directly at this planet. Well, that doesn't sound too great. We must make our way to the surface and mount a defense system in time to destroy the incoming asteroid before it destroys us. All right, let's see what we're working with here. Let's go ahead and pause. All right, let's take a look at our surroundings. So we got some nickel ore here. Nickel is a new metal to the Prehistoric Planet Pack. Pretty low specific heat. Some good thermal conductivity. Not too bad on the radiation absorption, right? And this can be used as a metal ore. No database entry yet. Oh, there we go. Molten nickel ore. All right, so this can be refined into nickel from nickel ore. Good to know. All right, we got a ring rose bush. They're just decorative. That's a nice decor bonus, though. 25 decor and a 4-tile radius. I like it. And then, let's see, we got the overgrow node, which spawns these overgrow vines. They like it pretty temperate. Man, they take a lot of water, though. Okay. And what do these vines produce? Figs. Terrible quality, though. It can be cooked to the gas range, or they could be fed to hatches or alum. Alum here is Stegosaurus looking dude. Let's see here. Drops meat. So it's a 16 cell critter, 200 cycles. That's a long cycle. Likes 20 to 70. That's good range. Livable negative 100 to 100. And he potentially eats figs or the bog jelly, right? And he poops out peat, burnable manure, right? And peat is also one of the newer materials that's available to use in power production. So you could use it in ceramic. Let's used for intracosmic blast shot. All right, I remember from the videos. We're going to use that to attack that asteroid. And a peat burner. That's actually not too bad. Converts the peat to carbon dioxide and polluted water. Right, we're gonna figure this out a little bit, and then we got some shale. Shale's a construction mineral. Use it to make sand or coal. It's very soft. We'll see how this ranks once we get into the buildables. Wet corn. That sounds gross. Pollinated, okay. All right. We got these mimicas. These are the ones that produce the little butterfly-looking things. And they help plants grow more quickly. So where we saw this pollination over here before, they're kind of used as bees in part of that pollination process. So very interesting. And we have here a research portal. I don't know what this is for yet, but we're just gonna queue it up there and see what happens. Cool. Let's get our plan out. I like my setups 26 wide. So yeah, let's get digging a little bit. Leave some of the plants where they're at. Expand this down to 10, 12, 14. No, it's actually bigger than that. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. That looks. Nope, that's right where we want to be. I'll leave this water kind of where it is. Put our pitcher pump there. I think because we're leaving that block, we'll go ahead and put that tile there. Right, now that should leave us 26 wide. Perfect. A lot going on here already. Let's go ahead and get ourselves some of the basics. I'm going to put the beds over here so they're a little bit further away from the light. And we're going to need some outhouses as well. Cancel these because I want to keep this going. You see anything different in the star map? Oh, there's the temporal tear right there. We have 200 cycles until impact. I'm going to have to pick here what direction we want to go. This could be tough. Kind of want to make my way up over here. let these guys build the infrastructure first. So far, so good. Need to get oxygen production going very quickly here. Got a little bit of oxalite left. Got some dirt. We can get the toilets going. Just a little bit further. Start to build our main research and industry area up here. That for the moment. Before we do any of this, we should put some tiles here. Coming back and cleaning up quite a bit of this. What we need to do for our little buddy here is actually have these overboards. Because that's what he's going to want to eat. Well, so our duplicates will be trapped, which they already are. Construct that because it looks like he's stuck. All right, so that lets us make blast shot sooner. Okay. It's not great. Oh, crap. We've got time limit here. So now that we got these guys, we need to get a schedule set up. They can work in the morning. I'm gonna do that. Give them at least a schedule there. skills yet? Nope, can't boost them just yet. Up our time here. Let's turn off decorating. Researching. I don't want these guys doing any decorating just yet. We'll eventually build some furniture and stuff. Yep, that didn't work out the way I hoped it would. Sorry, little buddy. It's okay. Wasn't paying attention, and that's what happens. Basics up here, especially our oxygen diffuser. And we need some research going. Starting to build a decent chunk of CO2 down here. We've got some time on that. We also have a fairly big pocket of oxygen over there. Algae wise, monitor that. Let's get our stuff set up there. We have some algae. So this is interesting. A clear path up this side. Yeah, let's plan on doing that. Let's get up to the surface there. And some of my markers there. About that far. Give ourselves a nice little path around it. Let's go ahead and extend the floor there. Okay, that's not too bad. got some algae. Oxygen is looking great right now. There's a nice pocket of algae here that we'll have to dig into. I'm going to keep up with that oxygen production. I'm just going to continue up here. We're just going to make a straight shot for the surface here for the intracosmic blast shot. Yeah, I don't know what we're working with there just yet. Explosives locker. Really curious to see what's there. All right. Got our first printable here. Fertilizer, researching, tidying, decorating, suit wearing. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna take this researcher. It's really early, but yeah, I don't mind it. Right, so we've got so that means we can use our other guy for more of the decor stuff. And I am gonna modify their names here so I know what they are and what they're responsible for. Joshua's our digger. And then Rowan's gonna be our let's give them some flintstone beds here. Just to be kind of in theme with the Prehistoric Planet Pack. Allow me to take our other guy, Hassan. I'm alright if he does research, but I'm going to put him focused on ops for right now and keeping the power going and the oxygen going. Let's get our first research queued. We need farming stuff ASAP because we're going to get low on rations pretty quickly there. Research is already done. We're just going to go ahead and churn through the blues. We now have the ability to get some food going, so I think let's give them some seed. Some Amicas. Sweat corn or Amicas or oat. Mechas don't need water. They just need a little dirt. And the sweat corn. Mechas just give us kind of those other dudes. Let's get some of these going. Here, put some of these mimikas and see, because I think we're going to have to make sure that these get pollinated, right? Which is going to mean that we need to probably put some doors and some ceilings here so that those guys stay in there after their nap time. We're done with the research already. Cater to some morale stuff here. Seedless fruit that loses its flavor long before it's fully chewed. Like kind of like crappy gum. Mind unlocking airflow tiles here in the near future either, but that's okay. No, we don't have any farmers just yet, but I think our digger dude's going to end up being our farmer short term. Where are all of our friendly mechas? They'll be around here sometime soon. These guys need pollination before they can do their thing, so probably doing this wrong. That's all right. We're learning here. In my book, there's no better way to learn than the hard way. It's a far distance there, further than I remember it being. Okay. What else do we have? Research is done again. And not too worried about those. Plumbing wise though, I want to get us some proper water filtration and setup, because I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a bathroom here. It'll help with the germs and everything else. Get some of that basic plumbing going. That's quick. Stop dropping here. How are our germs looking? Okay, terrible. Probably because I have the door in the way. Oh, no. They can fly in there, all right. Ah, crap. Well, poo. Um, shoot. Man, why didn't you guys warn me, huh? All two of you out there. It's all right. Stuff happens. Things are getting pollinated. Research is chugging along. I don't need a spawn just yet. Read about either of those immediately. Let's get some basic gas stuff going. And I guess we're gonna have some water storage issues. Mm-hmm. Those things really need to be pollinated often. Maybe that one wasn't pollinated yet. Snacktus? Snacktie. I love it. I love the way that they name some of this stuff. Oh yeah. We can, we should be harvesting a lot of this stuff here. We have the duplicate available. Another supply. Man, I really... I don't like this destructive, but we got somebody with Masterworks here and ranching. So, Rancher Catalina, welcome to the colony. And you're going to be allowed to do decorating, and you're going to be. I think what actually she's going to do. She's gonna be our farmer, right? Be focusing on farming. Yeah, all that water is leaking there. I suppose through it, just to even that water out for right now. Just for right now. These guys are still digging upward. There's some salt water up there. Before I get myself into that mess, we need to build ourselves a little water catch basin here. And drain all that stuff over into that basin. Block those off pretty quickly. I think I'll wait till the basin's done before I have them. This round of research is done. Yeah, we're gonna need some decor here soon. I want to get I want to get these guys happy again. Really need about a minute or two on that before that water all finishes. So, flying by the seat of our pants here, folks. Things could definitely be going worse. Starting to get food. We are short a bit. I think we're going to make this over here the bedroom for right now. So what I think I'm going to do here is make this our Great Hall. We got some time left before this is done. Up for some more research. I don't think I need any automation right now. But let's go ahead and grab more advanced research. Some nice flower pots here, and then let's mess with the mess tables. I'm sure we are good to go for path to build that ceiling. This bush there. We're actually going to disable this, right? We only need it for the fancy decor item for the morale bonus. And go ahead and do that. We make a mistake. Sweat corn. This has got to be cooked in a smoker. So what's our other option? Source of wood? Don't think so. But I think the peat can also. Can the peat? Yes, Pete can fuel the smoker. Where is our smoker in the research here? That'll be in the food. Okay. Okay. That's not undoable. Uh, yeah. Make a beeline for that. We're gonna need another. We're gonna need a supercomputer now, as we're getting into the purple research. Yeah, we got our Great Hall. That's good. That's gonna help with morale significantly. I think we can just go ahead and mop some of this stuff up. Put a tile there for safety's sake. We've got skills available. So we got Rowan. We're going to put him there. We got our digger Joshua. We got our scientist Hassan. So if I remember correctly, we were going to use Hassan for decorating. I think, yeah, he's going to have to be a researcher. Mm-hmm. Colony achievement. Outdoor renovations, bed and bath. Right, we got all that stuff mopped up. That's good. Somebody else do that. Eventually. Working on our research. We've got a decent source of food over here. In here too. Let's just go ahead and dig into this. Got some printables available. This will be our chef. What kind of chef doesn't binge eat? So we're going to be pretty close to. We're going to be pretty close to having our smoker up and running here shortly. He's also going to need a bed. These should be the stone cots. For aesthetics, you know? Might run into a little food crisis here, depending on how quickly we can get access to those Okahoro figs. Let's see how we're doing over here. All right, we're about as ready as we could be for this piece. Let's get that salt water draining. Search, we're almost there. So just we need more of that salt water, I think. Definitely. Let it flow down here a little bit. So that's the Lura plant. Alright. I don't like a Venus flytrap. It eats gnats. Lure plants are carnivorous flowers with ribbon-like antlers that detect the presence of airborne critters. Blah, 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 blah. Liquefied exoskeletal remains are flushed from the plant as needed. Gross. And it produces amber. Oh, it likes to eat. Alright, anything that flies. Got it. Got it. These must be the nits. Okay. Need pollination? No, they do not. Okay, that's good to know. Oh, look at the vine growing have more of those seeds. I do. I think that's what I'm going to do here. It seems like the smarter option. Okay. Yeah. Let's just do this for the short term. You can always build a new sweat cooling location. Just what I was afraid of. And we've got the smoker researched. I think, yeah, drywall. So the smoker produces some heat. Get that started. That thing's huge. Is that 4 tiles wide and probably 3 tall? I can't tell. We'll see when they go to build it whether or not they demolish the stuff above there, but that's a big piece of machinery. For sure. Food's not looking too hot at the moment. Yikes. We have some other options up here. Kind of do some water weed. That guy down there. There's some serious Ogomoro over here that I think we could hack into. Overgrow. Got it. That's going to keep people fed at least for a minute. Okay. Brisket, fish. Okay. Yeah, make that. Yes. Just for right now, just pump it out into space. Does this thing need power or anything? No, it's using heat. It's using heat, right? So. So I guess you can choose some alternate ingredients here. That's pretty cool. I like that. It gives you some options there. I really like these large sculpting blocks in canvas for a couple different things. Although it'll probably stay the course with that for right now. How much CO2 does this thing produce? 20 grams per second. So it's the equivalent to 10 duplicates. We have skill points available. Here we go. I've not seen any geysers or vents yet. That's kind of disappointing. I figured I'd have seen one by now. And this just, what is this thing? Man, that is one ugly. That is one ugly looking dude. Here we go. There's something over here. So we'll have to go back and see what that is. Time to print. We get Digger. Narcolepsy. Narcolepsy. Oh, that Banshee, though. I'm narcoleptic, nyctophobic, squeamish, narcoleptic. You know what? The sand is better than all of y'all. Dirt, I would rather take than you guys. Dirt. And yeah, it looks like this thing is 3 high, 3x4. Holy moly. I'm gonna keep going up here. Except this. That's gonna be an annoying problem. We can work around that. Our chef here. Do we seriously not have enough? We need more. We need more corn. No, we're ready to harvest over here. I didn't. There we go. They're all running down there. Food! I'm gonna go get some stuff to do liquids. We're gonna have to work on getting some plumbing over here soon at some point. I'm missing something with these figs. Nope. We're gonna solution for that. Right here. 100% have a solution for that. I like going this close to it. That could be better. Go ahead and dig ourselves away over to that food. Make sure harvest is enabled. These are pretty cool. Let's go ahead and get ourselves this here. Ah. Yeah, that's no good. Sorry, Harold. I failed you. I failed you. Definitely failed you. We're gonna go to our solution of last resort here, just as a backup until I get all the food figured out. We're gonna I'm not proud of this whatsoever. But everybody loves a mush bar. Alright, we're gonna need to get some stuff figured out here pretty dang soon on some units. See what we get. Take this lumlet. He's kind of cute. Which means we can eat him. We'll put him up here. Don't need any of those yet. We need to get food under control though. One on the sweat corn. We can start planting more of these, so I think that's what we're gonna do. We've got 7 sweat corn seeds. We're gonna pop them here because we got these little pollinators. We're gonna make our way down here. I think what we also need to do is we need to get ourselves some of those manicas, and we need to get some of those growing here. Pollinate all of this stuff down here. This is not going as excited as I would have hoped for. This is going rough. It's rough. Plant those damn things everywhere. Can I plant one there or no? Food's starting to get under control a little bit. It ain't perfect yet, but we're gonna figure this out. It's gonna be rough, but we're gonna figure it out. These guys are just straight up not having a good time right now. It's okay. We're working through it. It's our good scientist, wasn't it? Yeah. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Come on, guys. Nuclear frond. Is this the thing that eats chlorine gas? Yeah. I'm excited for that. Produces grain. But you can grill. Okay. We need to give these a little bit of clarity. We've also got some more sweat corn and stuff over here. I think we need to dig into this just to get access to it. We're gonna make this work. We're gonna make this work. That can all get not quite to the top yet. We've got 182 cycles to figure this out, give or take. We're gonna see what happens. We're still eating some mush. Not happy about it. suppose we can put a grill in here and try to squeeze some extra calories out of some things. I'm not sure what it's going to get us just yet. Yeah, I think we can do... We're going to do some more sweat corn. We need these mimicas to get their pollination going. How many mimica seeds do I have? 5. So we got the print here. I'm neglecting this a little bit. Garbage. Mind we got here. I want to take the sweat corn seed. Really hold out for, all our work's getting done. I want to hold out for a duplicate that brings some significant value to the colony at this point. Just gonna keep playing these bad boys. Oh, looks like we got some veggie poppers cooking finally. It's gonna be 11,000 calories. Alright, what do we have? Pested butterflies, what? Pested millet. So, how do you get... Mimica, so they grow into, you plant them as millet, they grow into, the plant grows, they turn into this butterfly looking thing, and then they will turn back into a seed, essentially. Okay. I can work with that. I don't think we need to cook them. I do want to cook these mush bars if we can. We're about to get a boatload of calories out of these veggie poppers. My cat's over here sneezing. What'd you get into? Hmm? Probably sniffing around somewhere and got herself into some dust or something. I do have an operator. Good. Got a lot of stuff pending. Got some overgrows. Yeah. This wet corn is definitely a challenge. I guess one of the good things about the mimica buds is that they don't need any fertilization or watering. These things don't seem to they don't reproduce by the looks of it. So you're stuck with the few that you have. So while we're trying to get stable, I am still trying to make my way up to the top up here, and think about producing some of that intracosmic blast shot to shoot down the meteor. I'm really curious what happens once you shoot down the meteor, though. Really curious. Got more skills available. Scientist. Um, okay. I'm starting to get some calories in here, which is good. That investment has paid off. Um, we need to get some of these guys some more experience over here. So let's start carving out. Get these guys a way to level up, essentially. So I think what we're gonna do here is just start planning our spot for a bathroom or something like that. We've got water down here. We could pump out and pump up there. Hurt to come down here and just give these guys a slightly better water source. Kind of screwed that up. Maybe the same thing over here. Let's give ourselves a water location. So we have some alternative locations that we can pull water out of. Let's see what we got to print. Um, Mirthleaf, Oxyfern, a Digger, or a Cooker Doctor. I'm going to take these Mirthleaf seeds because I want them in here for the decor. I want to keep boosting that morale. I think the Mirth leaves are some of my favorite kind of morale pieces. I'm really curious what it's going to be rough to get to. Curious what this is up here. That's the first. Well, we got chlorine here. That's the Megafrond, which eats chlorine. That's cool for cool chlorine. 5 degrees Celsius. You know, that's not bad. And it's got Megafrond in here. What's this thing drop? Megafrond. So it grows from a Megafrond spore. It produces Megafrond green. Okay. All right, we're stable-ish. We're slowly moving forward. Man, our digger. He just needs a little love. Build. Some space to dig over here yet. At some point, we're probably going to want some actual bedrooms or something, right? We got some decent patches of algae here that we can use to keep our oxygen flowing. Which is not, it's not looking too terrible. About 1,300 grams per tile. We're starting to get a buildup of carbon dioxide, but we have all this space down here. I'm gonna wait before I worry about putting like a carbon skimmer or pumping it out to space or anything like that. I'm generally not too prone to actually pumping the carbon dioxide out. I will wait all the way. I will can all of that stuff and I will feed it all to slicksters. I don't like wasting materials. Even when it comes to chlorine gas in the colony, right? I will surround kind of my water sources with it. The things that'll get germs on it, and have like kind of those filtration rooms. So even when it comes to the CO2, not prone. I just don't like to waste it. Yeah, it's holding on a while till we find slicksters, but That's okay. I'd rather them have plenty of stuff, plenty of carbon dioxide to breathe out, and then crap out some oil. And look at our food. Our food is looking fantastic. So I'm gonna put these guys to work then at this point, right? And building out some more of the framework of the colony here. And get us some more exploration towards what the heck's over here. So, ooh, what is this? Carbon dioxide, guys. They're negative 55. I want to say liquid carbon dioxide. It's negative 48. Yeah. So that's going to be a good, potentially a good way of helping with cooling of the base. Again, I love that CO2. Love to, can it, feed it to those slicksters. Curious what else is around here. There's something over here, and we've got some good hard materials over here. My guess is this might be one of our first metal volcanoes. Because of where we're at, what we're doing, I'm gonna take a bet that this is a nickel volcano. I've not looked at it. I know how to cheat it. Everybody's gonna say cheat it. I'm enjoying this. I am enjoying this new adventure. Typically, I don't mind to do so, but I'm having fun, so I kind of don't want to cheat it. I really don't. So let's make our way over there and see what we got, and it falls beautifully in line there with kind of my spacing. So it's going to be contained here pretty nicely. So that'll give me the ability to plop a couple of steam turbines up there if that ends up being an actual metal geyser. With my luck, it'll just be another chlorine vent. 100%. 100%. Don't have any pending skill points yet. I really need Joshua here to get the points he needs for this super duper hard digging. There's some stuff up here as well. Kind of on the way to the top. We're only at cycle 25. So for being only at cycle 25, I'm kind of happy with how things are going. Yeah, very happy. We had a little snafu. Poor little Harold here. He didn't make it. He got a little hungry. He was a really good researcher. It sucks. It is what it is. It's probably about time we just let's give him a little resting place over there. Oh man, look at all that sweat corn. Yeah, we should. I don't know if we have enough mimikas or what. To keep those going. research seems to have stopped. I'm not sure why. So, skill required, skill required. I'm betting it's because... Yeah. I think this dude here needs to be back on that, and when he's not cooking, he needs to be running the treadmill. We'll get our guy back over there. Empty errand. What's in here? Starting to get some food poisoning. That's okay. We're gonna be okay. Let's see what we got here. Alveo Vera. Okay. Yeah, I like that 12 construction. I don't like destructive. This is plant murderer. He's a plant murderer, but he likes farming. That's okay. I'm gonna take this. I want a farmer. And Gossman. Let's get you some farming. Wait, let's set your priority to be. Get you farming as well. Because I think what we're going to be doing here is fairly soon. I'm probably going to start dropping water down the map and building out some water storage space and places for us to pump things through. Yeah. Flush out some more infrastructure markers here. That scared me. Wow, that was quick. That was very quick. Alright, so next. Any plastic stuff to be worried about it yet. Atmos suits would be nice, but it's kind of early. Yeah, let's just work on gas stuff. I do want to pump all this CO2 out at some point. It's generating a little bit faster than before. And this research portal, yeah, it's crap now. That can go away. It was just for giving us that blast shot recipe, I believe. Okay, so we're at a shale for building. We can fix that, I think. I think we can fix that. You guys are out there watching and you're enjoying this, please toss me that like, toss me that sub, and leave a comment. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you want to see next. I'll be playing Farming Simulator, Oxygen Not Included, Schedule 1. I'll be hitting a lot of the different sim stuff. Satisfactory will be coming back soon. Now that 1.1 has released, maybe starting a fresh start there and getting back into it. So yeah, tell me what you guys think. We got some skills. Let's see what we got. Yeah, there we go. And yeah, I'll take the demolition. We're gonna need this pretty soon. Might as well. That morale is helping a ton already. I think what I'm gonna do here is actually gonna start building out some bedrooms, and this is going to be the right side of the base. Oh, and another skill point. Rancher up and going, because I think it's going to be time to start ranching some stuff. I'm not 100% sure how the ranching is going to work just yet, but I think we're going to have some folks that we're going to have to figure some stuff out here. So I think next episode, next time we feature this, we're going to be digging in a little bit more. We're going to be building out some bedrooms. We're going to be setting up more of our more important infrastructure. Our carbon dioxide here is now starting to creep its way up, as we have, and likely where that's coming from, it's coming from the smoker here. Remember that smoker, it's given out 20 grams per second of carbon dioxide. It's given out 10 kilodtus of heat. So it's getting a little bit warmer in here. We're pumping out that CO2 into the air. As I mentioned before, I want to gather all that CO2 up, start tanking it, putting it in tanks, and saving that for our future Slickster Ranch. And then we're going to probably rearrange some of the stuff a little bit based on where we see where our geysers and stuff are, and get ready to um, really start building out the base a little bit. We're at cycle 28. We have until cycle 200 to get to this asteroid and demolish it. We've got the meteor blaster. We've got the research for the intracosmic blast shot, right? And we're going to need to find out, let's see here. What's it going to take to make some of this stuff? It doesn't tell me. Might have to check the blast shock maker. There we go. So the intracosmic, it's going to take. So we'll have basically a metal. It looks like a refined metal, and either peat or fertilizer, right? And then it does 1 unit. I don't know how much damage it does, right? So our meteor here has 1,000 health. So I don't know if that's 1 blast shot, or if 1 health is one blast shot piece, or if it's 10 or 25. So I'm really curious to see what kind of trouble that brings. We're definitely going to need to get that carbon dioxide suction going. It looks like duplicates are starting to run away. They're getting scared of going deeper into the carbon dioxide here. So we might need to set up some oxygen masks, right? I think we've got gas coming here, so that's going to give us our piping. That's going to give us our storage. And then what we'll do is we'll come down here. We'll get into the oxygen masks if we don't have them unlocked already. I don't think we do. I forget where they are. I don't use them a ton. But I think it makes sense here because I don't have the base ready for full Atmos suit stuff yet. The oxygen masks are... I don't know why I'm searching. I got a search field for this. Okay, so it's right there. It's a blue only. It's going to take like 30 seconds to research. We'll pump some oxygen down into them so that they can run down here and build our CO2 siphoning system out, right? And then once we have a path coming up here to the top, right, and we can understand what's going on with all of this stuff here, right? And there's an explosives locker, a set of them down here. Maybe it's got 1 blast shot in it each. It's got some data banks here. I love that. Let's go ahead and drop all of those bad boys. Oh man, that thing's it shoots out of the temporal tear, I guess. That's interesting. And then we'll start making our way down once we got some of that blast shot stuff figured out, and start making our way down towards all the goodies down the bottom. We'll start wrapping the base up, establishing a perimeter, more rooms, get the morale stabilized, and yeah, all the fun things. Don't need you. I'm just going to take the fertilizer. I don't need any additional duplicates just yet. Some of those guys got drawbacks I'm just not too fond of. Now we're starting to dig and build again, which is great. I love that. Some good stuff going on here. Happy that we are starting to get into some of the tougher stuff. We're stable on food for now. It's probably getting close to time for another oxygen diffuser. We've got, we've got 21 tons of algae. Probably why we're seeing some of this oxygen come up is the pressure is, it's not super high, but our oxygen pressure, just as we dig out, create more space, it's getting lower. So we're going to have to increase the oxygen production there. And there's definitely some it's not helium, hydrogen gas that we're going to have to deal with. Probably not too far along the road here, where that's going to cause some issues. And probably what I'm going to do there with that stuff is save it for some Dreco ranching, get some of the glossy Drecos getting going, and that way we can get some sustainable reed fibers going. I'm not sure if any of these other critters can do it. Maybe the Rex, I think, because it's feathered. Yep, feather fiber. So these guys can be... These guys can be sheared, I believe, unless they drop them. Although I don't see any here. And the Rex basically eats. Yep, they could be sheared for 4 units of feather fiber. And they crap ice if they eat anything. Interesting. What is their temperature range? All right, they're pretty cold. Negative 50C to 15C. That's some pretty cold running, so that explains why they're here with the chlorine stuff and the megafrons. Ooh, what was that? That was probably a suffocation warning. I don't think we have any power stuff going yet. What are our power options here? I know we can burn peat. The peat burner's going to be over here somewhere. Yeah, here it is. Well, I didn't want to do that just yet. Let's finish that research. Then we'll start digging into power so we don't have Buddy here running all the time. All right, so here we are at cycle 30, folks. I think that's enough for tonight. If you enjoy watching this, you're using this to decide whether or not you want to pick up the new expansion pack, let me know. Let me know what you're thinking. If you've downloaded it, let me know what you think, what kind of things you figured out. And if you didn't enjoy this, right, or maybe you do, let me know what you want to see next. Let me know what you want to see more of. So thank you all for tuning in.